Greatest commissioner here. And I've arranged this press conference to address the league on the oncoming happenings. I have several things to address, but I'll start with addressing, I don't know what you want to call it, idiocy. Again, stuff that just doesn't make sense. Um, Matt and Guy, you guys call me Mr. Irrelevant. However, you continue to bring your greatest hero up, even when I'm not around. Keep mentioning me. Seems pretty relevant, wouldn't you say? I mean, isn't the term of irrelevant something not worth mentioning, something not worth being spoken of? And if that thing is in fact spoken of quite often or brought up often, makes it somewhat relevant, if not extremely relevant. Just food for thought. I won't do that for you, man. I will not call you irrelevant. I think you're very relevant. I think you are relevant of being the template for subpar promos that potentially put people to sleep. I think you're relevant for being the template of what a selective champ looks like. I mean, just your last match against the commish, didn't you say, I'll do it my rules and pins only this way and pins only after a finisher and no roll-up pins and no random pins and no submissions, and you have to ask me permission first before you pin me just so I can be ready for this pin. I mean, come on, man. Just play. Just play. Just be in the match. You saying that that's the only way to be irrelevant or like have a legit win. No, a legit win is a legit win. And that's stupid. So what if you use low blow? Is that considered cheating? Well, what if you use freeze and they freeze the person? Is that considered a legit win? No, it's part of the game. It's a payback, right? So it's all legit if you couldn't kick out or if you tapped. Just wanted to address that. Selective champ. So yes, you are the template. You are the template for that. So actually, now that I brought up that match, it brings me to my first duties as commissioner. Cece, y'all thought you would be able to find a loophole in things. Oh, I'm not going to show up for this event. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to be on hiatus or whatever. But I told you not to be so quick to make these announcements. See, me and my co-commish Juan, Jay Renegade, had spoke, and we had these things settled, but you guys wanted to be quick with the stuff before you got to hear the announcement. So announcement one, I am not making the matches for the next event. I am making the next matches that happen. So for example, Steve 13 challenged Matt for his title. He's cashing his number one contender match. I picked the stipulation regardless of when that happens, whether it happens the next event or whatever. It's the next title match. I also will pick other matches. Now, some like, well, I could just accept open challenges. Well, those are matches. So I pick the stipulations for any open challenge match, which means you must run it by your greatest commissioner. And upon approving, I will not deny the open challenge, but I will set the stipulation. Now, there is a caveat. There is some gray area, and there's only one really. Anyone who is a commissioner, Juan, Mike, Cliff, and your greatest commissioner, if we get open challenges, do not have stipulations. I will not set a stipulation. You're allowed to compete, and here's why. One, your commissioners. Two, I'm just. Three, you guys think Mike is on your side. But how much will Mike be on your side if he can get granted an open challenge with no stipulation to screw him over? He has every opportunity to try to beat you. Maybe he may not be on your side. Same goes for Cliff. So commissioners are exempt, which means that last match that occurred with Juan is exempt. But anyone who is not a commissioner, if you issue and accept an open challenge for any title or match, you must contact your greatest commissioner and I will give you the stipulation. If you cannot reach me, the match cannot happen. So those things have been set. Now, how long will this go? Well, the next event is when the commissioners can fight me. So if Mike chooses to fight me and win control of the following events or the following matches, so be it. If it's Cliff, so be it. I don't think it'll be my commissioner mate Juan because, well, we run this joint and we're running it together. So for all I know, for all this, he gets the next dibs if no one can beat us. So it's up to the other commissioners if they want to regain control of this league, set up a match for the next event. And if you win, you get to control the next matches. If you lose, it stays in the greatest commissioners and Jay Renegade's hands. And everyone else just has to deal with it. We're done with the crybabies. We're done with the selective champs. We're going to fix this league and make it great again. Cheers.